There is no second best.
Going, guys. Good morning. Hope you got the coffee to get through this morning. It's looking decent this morning, actually. Decent. How you guys doing? Wake up. Yeah, that coffee tastes really good this morning, guys. I had a little too much to drink last night. Oh, jeez. Cody McClure here with, of course, Easy in the house. How's it going, Easy? How you doing? Yeah, speaking of coffee, hanging out the coffee this morning. Yes, good morning, Crypto Chaos, Cody. Good morning, Mr. Raider here. Good morning as well. How's it going with User G? How's it going, User G? Danny, yo, what is up, Danny? Good morning. Super Danny in the house, guys. Looks like he'll be in and out. As of course he's got some SHIT to do this morning. Bag Holders Anonymous, Nebs, how you doing, Nebs? Good morning, everyone. Hope the blood in the streets isn't from you guys or just me. Of course, handing out more lube this morning. Yeah. What else we got here? Video editing is not for the weak, says Bag Holders Anonymous. Yes. It takes some time, patience, and yeah. You'll get it, man. You'll get it. Michael Gammon coming here saying, yeah, watching my 20,000 Litecoin turn into $12,000. Damn, has been fun. Yeah, man. It's been a lot of blood, man. A lot of blood. Yes. Bitcoin hitting 88,000 this morning, though. It looks like we're coming up a little bit now, guys. The recovery may start to happen now? Question mark. We're going to get into it. Hopefully we can see a sign. Okay, good morning. Cliff, my robot friend, is also here. How's it going, Cliff? Plenty of coffee. We had snow last night. Oh, God. Thank God I am down in sunny Florida this morning with a cup of coffee. Speaking of which, thanks again, Cody, for the $4 super coffee this morning. Thank you, Cody. Thank you. Feeling it this morning, says Cliff. I bet, man. That's gotta be rough, man. That's gotta be rough. Oh, 20K. Of course, yeah, that's painful, man. Painful. Of course, that Litecoin. Yeah, we're sharing it with you, man. We're feeling it with you. I'm down from the top. I'm down probably like 200 grand or something like that. It's just another day, guys. It's just another day in crypto.
U.S. federal government's on an unsustainable fiscal path, and that just
means it's just different. The same day, different shit. Yeah. It's a different day, the same shit? Yeah, whatever, same thing. Alright, guys, of course I want to share with you guys where we ended up last night with the predictions. Of course, what do you expect? Winning, same stuff, different day. And of course, yesterday we called for baseline bull. What did we get? Baseline bull.
So much,
Who would have
you
thought?
may even get tired of winning.
I'm tired of winning. I really am tired of winning. I want to be so wrong that it feels so right. And I want us to, of course, be up here. Yeah, but we still are messing around down here. I was basically looking at this last night, showing you guys that we're basically oversold AF. And we used to do this thing called yin yang trade, right? Remember the yin yang trade? And it's still kind of doing that. And it's oversold, of course. With the American markets, the foreign market's going to pick up the slack and do the thing. And that's what we got last night. Okay, so yeah, nothing new to see there. You guys know the drill. But yeah, we are starting to crack back up. We have the market open in about 5 minutes. What's this? Bag Holders Anonymous. Thought you had 20K of them. 20,000. You don't just lose coins, man. Yeah, they just lose in value, right? Michael, of course, Gammon said it was like trying to clear up the, yeah, you guys didn't figure out. Yes, 20 grand is now 12 grand currently. It'll come back, man. It'll come back. Just like everything else swings in crypto, eventually. If you hold long enough, you'll win. All right. So you have to hold the right things, though. Don't be holding, some shady meme coins or bags and stuff. Yeah, make sure you're holding solid projects, top 10, top 20, top 100, top 200 assets with real utility. Guys, this is going to be a real utility run. I keep telling you guys throughout the entire year, you need to hold coins with real utility. It's very important. Very important. That's how you can survive the storm. and of course make money on the big swings, on the moves up. All right. So anyway, that's what we're looking at in Bitcoin this morning. 88.5, almost getting close to $2,000 to the upside on the market open. Actually, we already did hit $2,000 up. We hit a low last night of 86.3. Right now sitting at 88.5. Again, this is baby stuff for Bitcoin. Remember, $10,000 candles are normal for this asset. And we are nowhere near that just quite yet. But yeah, one of these days we're going to wake up, face melting. It's all going to be done. And you would wish you got some. Okay, I think I'm done ranting. I did have a clip I want to share with you guys. Again, pre-market. Always talking about crypto. Always talking about Bitcoin. And here we go. Today's no exception.
A problem with the company itself. It's just the name MongoDB. It's like calling your company Total BS. You know,
it is not the same.
It's very similar, right? Okay. Strategy is bouncing back alongside Bitcoin after concerns around the stock's premium to the OG cryptocurrency and. Of course, a lot of what Fong Li's comments said on a podcast Friday that they may sell Bitcoin hasn't helped that currency or asset. By the way, we're going to hear from Fong Li himself, CEO of Strategy, coming up at noon.
Yes, he will, as Bitcoin is up 2% this morning. Meanwhile, Boeing shares, those are climbing. The CFO speaking at a UBS conference saying...
All right. So yeah, that's a little snippet we got from them. It's been pretty much a trend for Bloomberg to pretty much only talk about Bitcoin and crypto assets at the pre-market. There are some rare exceptions like yesterday where they do continue to talk about our space. But most of the time it's just in the pre-market. Man, we're still early, guys. We're still early. All right, let's take a look at some headlines. We have about 2 minutes until the market bell opens. Let's see what's going on with CNBC this morning. Stock futures rebound as Bitcoin bounces. What? We're on the front page this morning. Let's go.
You're gonna win so much. I'd buy that for $1.
There we go. Stock futures rebound as Bitcoin bounces. Tech stocks gain. Front page on CNBC. Stock futures rose on Tuesday, boosted by gains of Bitcoin and technology stocks as traders tried to recover from a weak start to December trading. Again, guys, false move Mondays. And of course, the whales are going to do their games. Futures tied to the Dow Jones Industrial Average added 142 points. Bitcoin rose about 2% on Tuesday, recouping some of the losses from the prior day. That's pretty much the slump of all this. Okay. Speaking of that, the slump of cryptocurrencies intensified during the previous session, and Bitcoin's recorded its worst day since March. Crypto stocks, Coinbase, Robinhood each declined. November standouts, Magnificent Seven stock, Google, parent company Alphabet, took some bad games. Other tech giants like Palantir also declined. Gold prices, bond yields rose. And of course, meanwhile, through November was a downward month for stocks as well. Yada, yada, yada. Of course, you already lived through it. We were here. We saw it. All right. So yeah, we're front and center today for crypto. Dude, oh man. And yeah, they got a few other articles here below. Digital asset treasuries are crypto's latest hype. And maybe it's not it's the next bubble. They're calling DATS the next bubble. Cool. All right. So yeah, we got the term digital asset treasury company known as DATS or DATCOs has emerged as one of the biggest buzzwords in the digital currency industry this year, providing investors with a novel way to play in crypto, but with new risks. The DAT is effectively a publicly listed entity that holds cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and provides investors with exposure underlying to the digital assets currency. DATs aim to overperform the price action of the cryptocurrency they hold, and yeah, you guys know what DATs are, I'm sure by now. All right, so yeah. It looks like they are just trying to educate those not in the know over on CNBC. Some of the old TradFi and boomers. AI stock rally may be driven by fear of missing out. Strategists say hold tight. That's all it is. That's all it is. It's a giant bubble where all that liquidity has not entered our space. Is all just still playing in AI, in my opinion, or not playing at all. Still on the sidelines waiting for another big bubble to pop. All right, let's get over there and get back into Doomberg, guys. Doomberg, Bitcoin trading at 88.5 before the market bell open. Here we go. Let's get it.
Right now, S&P futures are up about 0.25%, so clawing back some of what we lost yesterday. NASDAQ futures gaining about 0.4%. December didn't start out so well, but maybe the second day will be better. You do see the U.S. SEC head Paul Atkins ringing the bell at the New York Stock Exchange. So that's not necessarily a charity. Hopefully, if you're very nice to them and this administration, you can get some give outs. But the pledge 1% is what I was referring to down at the NASDAQ. It is Giving Tuesday, apparently, after Cyber Monday. And this is, help me out, Mark Andreessen. Did Mark Andreessen started this or Scott Farquhar? Sorry, Benioff.
Exactly.
I'm mixing up my marks.
Oh, good. By the way, probably worth noting at the SEC, those hats they're wearing are not MAGA hats. They're Make IPOs Great Again. They've taken them off and now they're looking at their own logo. I'm not actually sure.
That's an interesting. What are they doing? Is this like an alien takeover? No. Okay.
But yeah, just noting that's their hat. They want IPOs to be great again. IPOs
the lizard
are
people
back.
do some weird things,
Mike Wilson,
guys.
That IPOs are back, but nothing like 2021. Dell Technologies. Actually, surprisingly, not moving at the moment. Pre-market, the stock was up a
Dell,
significant
that was
amount.
crazy.
There
You guys
is
haven't
a
heard
new
yet.
record, or at least near a new record, if not the record, for gifts given to not one's own philanthropy. Michael and Susan Dell giving 25 million American children $250 each to jumpstart investment accounts for their future. The total of that gift, $6.25 billion, builds on the Invest American initiative, better known as Trump accounts.
We've been asking where the billionaires at. They're coming back.
Trump's One Big Beautiful
By the way,
Bill Act.
I see that stock up 2.5%.
Okay, so something's weird with this.
Something's wrong with our board.
Okay, so these shares should be up to. Okay, there you go. Weird. It heard you. Shares up just about 2%, Matt.
All right, Boeing expects to generate cash on an annual basis in 2026, marking a significant turnaround from the $2 billion cash burn this year. The plane maker expects positive free cash flow to reach a low single digits level next year. And on that news, the shares pop more than 5%. Let's bring
who
back
we got this
Morgan
morning?
Stanley CIO and Chief U.S. Equity Strategist Mike Wilson, who has a 7,800 target for the S&P next year, but you say that's not the real story. It's really the broadening out. And we had seen the equal-weighted S&P rallying 5 days in a row. Do you see that broadening out, bringing earnings to double-digit gains next year? Or, I mean, if you take out the Mag 7, does it look like that?
Yeah, the way it works is, I mean, the way I think that we'll get that performance is the relative spread between sort of and it's really the Nifty 50. It's not just the Mag 7. There's like the high-quality, large-cap companies have been growing quite fast, and the smaller businesses have not been growing at all. That spread is going to narrow. And when that rate of change spread narrows, you'll get relative outperformance of those laggard groups. So once again, those areas would be like consumer goods or transportation stocks, some of the housing related areas, some of the regional banks perhaps, which will benefit from a steeper curve, materials, energy, all these areas that really have not performed for the last several years.
By the way, we took this chart yesterday from John Authors, and it was interesting because, well, yesterday was the 3-year anniversary of ChatGPT, but that's when you started to see the valuations really start to split apart. And you can see valuations for the cap-weighted S&P in blue just taken off, and the equal-weighted just hovering around 20.
That's exactly right, but that makes sense. I mean, because the earnings growth in that blue line was incredible, and so the market's not dumb. The market knows this stuff and it figures it out, and I think the market's not going to be dumb about next year. Now, we could be wrong about our call. Okay, so if we're wrong that earnings growth doesn't recover in these other areas, well, then our call is going to be wrong. But if we're right about our earnings analysis, then that spread should narrow, and that's really the story for 2026.
One of the sectors
There
though,
we
that
go.
we're just talking in the break
We're
that
following the
you're
business
less
cycle into
enthused
26,
about, or
guys.
maybe even outright bearish, is consumer services.
Yeah.
What is that?
All right. I'm over it. All right, let's continue this, guys, into talk about Fox B. What's going on with Fox B, and of course CNBC. So they're talking about Shopify right now.
It's great for small businesses. You can, Saturday,
Cyber Monday, Black Friday.
Stocks up 2.5%.
More doom
Their
spending.
weekend sales grew 27% to top $14 billion.
Well, sounds pretty good to me.
The consumer looks healthy by these numbers, or at least we like to shop on those big days.
Now, we got more
And
on
with the
delivery.
big cards.
Amazon's got a new delivery concept. I don't know the story. What is it?
Do you remember the Domino's slogan from decades ago? Deliver in 30 minutes or less, or it's free?
Yes.
Well, it's not free, but Amazon is promising you hundreds of household essentials and fresh food in Seattle and Philadelphia in a half an hour.
What?
They're using specialized small facilities that they have stocked with inventory. This means they're taking Walgreens and CVS and the deli. I don't want to say out of business because that's too strong a word, but they're competing with those places where you sometimes go to pick something up really fast that you need quickly. it's on top of your Prime membership. It's $4 for extra for Prime members. So you subscribe, and then every time you need something at the last minute, you pay $4 for the fast delivery.
And you can get it in a half hour.
Yeah.
I've got to see this. Let's go to Costco. They're
Crazy.
joining some other companies that are threatening to sue for refunds if Trump's tariffs are struck down by the Supreme Court. So what does Costco want?
They want the full refund. So they're suing the administration. They're trying to get back the fees that they had to pay on the 30% of items that they import if the high court rules that the emergency tariffs are illegal. It is a tall order because Costco wants the court
we
to
should
say,
know by the end of
A,
this month
tariffs
about
are
that.
invalid, B, Customs can't collect them on future shipments and then refund them everything that they paid thus far. The question is, how much is that? Costco didn't.
All right. We're going to keep going, guys. We're going to keep going. CNBC, let's see what they're talking about this morning. Stocks are higher. Of course, Kramer is going to be ranting already.
Well, they've always had a maverick streak, as you point out.
They're maverick. And, as I was saying, someone to Jeff Marks in the office said, look, I'm a card holder. Maybe I'm going to get a big dividend if this money comes back.
And you don't mean the special dividend that they normally
right.
give.
And the people in the office, I think, were praying that I would not say that on air, so I'm not going to.
Even though you just did.
Oh, darn it.
Whoops.
Look, I think Costco is a great American institution, and they've kept prices lower than everybody in the world. They've had to eat a lot of tariff, and they did so to help the American people. They've probably eaten more tariff than anybody. So you know what? I think that they feel like it's a club, and the club should get their dues back.
Right. We'll see. Well, it's been a pretty long list of businesses, big and small, that have added to this effort, and we'll see if we get more.
Yeah, we got to stay tuned to it because that money's not
And when we don't know when a decision, we think a decision might be coming this month.
I continue.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people are saying. A decision is more than likely going to happen this month. It's not going to go into full effect, but we'll know whether or not they deem these unlawful or lawful for these tariffs. And I'm telling you guys, if they do find that this is unlawful, and we're probably not going to give all that money back, but man, the stocks, crypto, everything's going to soar with that huge weight off of our shoulders. All right. Let's get back into it, guys. Let's see what else we got on Doomberg, and I'm going to go check another news outlet. Here we go, talking about Bitcoin.
They ended QT. Okay, so that liquidity drain or the lack of abundant liquidity is causing a correction. And I think Bitcoin is a key thing to watch for that measure. In other words, if Bitcoin starts to rally again, that's probably a good sign that liquidity is actually improving again, and then we can get the next leg of our rally.
By the way, we were talking this morning in our editorial meeting about Costco joining a lawsuit against the Trump administration to try and get refunds from the tariffs it's had to pay if the Supreme Court
Everyone's on the same
that.
page this morning.
Is there anything, in the Supreme Court realm or in the legal realm that you think could trip up this administration in achieving its goals, and therefore also your investment case?
Well, I mean, clearly there's always things that could trip us up that we're not expecting. I'm not expecting the refunds to be sent out, but I'm also not a lawyer, and I'm not close to the situation as probably others are. What I will tell you is, though, this administration is pretty tenacious, and they're not afraid to go back to the appeals court. So I think even if these tariffs get overturned by the Supreme Court, it's probably going to be years before any refund checks go out. It'll be stuck in the courts, okay? And the damage, at this point, the market's already moved past tariffs.
But will it move past it, Mike, if the story turns into
That's
a narrative?
A very ballsy statement.
Bond markets get hurt from that because deficits can't get eaten into, and therefore equities don't do as well.
Well, we'll see. We'll see how the bond market reacts. If the bond market doesn't react to that, then that's the bond market saying what I just said, which is there'll never be any refunds. We'll move forward. It'll be tied up in the courts, and that's probably the most likely outcome in my view.
Hey, Mike, we're going to leave it there. Thank you for being so generous with your time this morning. That is Mike
the rate
Wilson
cuts won't
of
matter.
Morgan Stanley. A quick check on the stock market this morning. We've been looking at, again, Bitcoin. That's doing better. This equity market is doing better.
Guys, it's our
after
show
ending
today.
5
Let's
consecutive
go.
days of gains. We are up 0.4%. How's the breath looking? Not great. 300 stocks are down. Just under 200 are up. NVIDIA leads us higher, up 15 points. That's how much is adding to the S&P 500 with some of those other big names like Broadcom and Alphabet. To the downside,
it's coming back, guys. The bubble's coming back.
Having a bad day. One of those consumer staples. A lot of consumer companies not doing well. Visa, Home Depot, Exxon, Chevron. So some oil companies also there in the top losers. A quick check on some of the sectors this morning too. Energy, I'm guessing, is going to be one of the down ones, and consumer staples. I was just showing you some of the individual names. Tech, though, having a much better day. That is up by 1.3% as NVIDIA outperforms this morning, Matt.
All right, Danny. Coming up, we head to Los.
Andy coming in with a £5 sterling super chat. Saying, of course, take a look at ZBAC. Go ZBAC. Yes. Looks like 20 billion coins have been pulled out of circulation. Very bullish. Very, very bullish, my man. How you doing? Guys, Andy is still on the hook with Spence on December 20th. Our well friend in the chat. How you doing, man? How you doing? How's the hangover going? No hangover. I don't get hangovers. But man, I got pretty messed up last night. I blame Pal and Cliff for getting me to drink. That was dumb. It was dumb. But we had a good time either way. Also, guys, everyone is looking pretty bullish for the month of December, even with it being the last month of the year, and all the other things, of course, that have to happen going into 2026. So we're following the bull cycle, or the business cycle, into next year. We also got Gamma Goddess this morning, Grand Rising Otaku and Chaos Family. Hope everyone's doing well. Let's get this money. Let's get it.
I'd buy that for $1.
Speaking of let's get it, let's take a look and see what's going on with the metrics and where the bubbles are looking this morning. All right, we got the stock market fear and greed index just so close to getting out of extreme fear. 24, just a hair away from traditional fear. Let's take a look what's going on crypto. Of course, our market doesn't sleep. We have easier times to get in and out of this throughout the day to day, but still about the same as stock market this morning. 23 in extreme fear for crypto. Then we're looking at the Dixie, still hanging out at 99.4, 99.5. I still am telling you guys, I'm pretty sure this was it. That this was the double top we were going to see on the Dixie. And no more after that. That was, of course, the double top right around 100.2 and 100.23. More than likely, that was it. And we're just going to keep rolling from here if we continue to cut rates, money printing, quantitative easing, all that, of course, going into full effect this month. All right. Let's get into bubbles, guys. What's going on with the bubbles? What are the biggest movers on the day? Let's take a look at the top 100. And everything's up almost about the same amount it fell yesterday. Not quite. Up about 2% on the day now, 2.6%. Some of these are up about 10, 15%. We did see some big moves yesterday, like an average of 7% in the market open. It was crazy. I think at the worst case of it was like 10, 11, 12. But yeah, looks like we're starting to recover. Still down a decent amount on the week, decent chunk on the week. We're looking for 15s, 20s here. Nothing really here except for Meme Core. And is it Concordium? Oh, Canton. I always get those two confused. Canton Network, Dash down 14%. And Zcash still down 33% on the week. Might be desaying a little bit into that if I had any dry powder. Damn. I am so broke, guys. I'm just trying to survive and pay my bills. All right. Let's get back into the monthly. Let's see what's down the most of the month. We're looking for 40s and 50s here. And there's still some decent takeaways here. 30s and 40s, 50s. I'm still looking at my number one pick has been SWE, down 38%. Again, a little up from 41% last night. So if you guys didn't catch that, that's a pretty big move. Let's see, Tau. Wow, is that BitTensor? Damn, BitTensor's down 44, almost 45%. It's been a while since I talked about BitTensor. I do like that project. I used to hold a lot of it in the bear market. And it looks like it's down damn near 60% on the year even. So it's definitely going to be on the lineup today. That's a huge deal. If you want to take a piece of that. Virtuals Protocol still damn near 50% off as well on the month. There's still a lot of deals today, guys. A lot of deals out there. Those are probably my favorites I see here in the top 100. It's going to be probably, even AVAX is not even 30% off on the month anymore. DOT's not even 30% off. Say is close, but I'd rather go for SWE than Say if it's going to be 40% off, right? All right, guys. So those are my top picks this morning. It's going to be another one of those choose your own adventure types of days. I'll be looking at, of course, SWE, BitTensor, and if I had to throw a third one in there, maybe Virtuals Protocol. All right, let's go into the top 200 assets, see what's down the most here as well on the top 200. If I get back on the top two, here we go. Everything, of course, coming up in the green this morning. Pippin, did this enter the top 200? Yeah, it did. It just entered the top 200. Not sure what this project even is. It looks like it's up 845% on the year. Huge growth. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
What are you, stupid?
Big dick energy in the morning. Oh yeah, okay. I just said it anyway. So yeah, it looks like it's up 43% on the day, 200% on the week, 500 on the month, and probably double topping near its all-time high right now as we speak. All right. So that's what's pipping. I'm not sure what that is, but it might just be a meme coin. But memes, guys, if this is a meme coin, they do a lot of times let us know when the market's about to go in the right direction. All right. So what else? Let's do a little deep dive into that real quick. Just real quick. Let's see. What is pipping? I'm assuming it's just a meme coin. Why am I going to Florida? I'm in Florida currently. I don't know why it brought me up to a Florida coin. All right, so what is this coin? So it's got 30,000 holders. It's not great for that amount of money that's floating around in it. It's got market supply, a total supply of a billion tokens. Max supply doesn't say. Circulating supply is the total supply, which is of course great even for a meme coin. And there's about $200 million floating around in that project. It is an SVG unicorn drawn using the latest LLM benchmarks of ChatGPT. It's an autonomous AI agent on X. Ooh. Pippin was created as by Yohei Nakajima, recognized innovator and then thought to be a leader of the AI VC space, venture capital space. Followed by Jeff Bezos, Mark Anderson. And he is known for the build and the public approach and has been to the forefront of the AI venture capital movement. He's launching over 100 plus AI-driven prototypes, automation. His most notable build, Baby AGI. These basically just, to me, just feel like they're those AI meme coins we have so many of. Anyway, all right, guys. So again, maybe this is something different. Maybe this is actually going to be used on X. I don't know. What do I know? This is the first time I'm looking at this project. Came out of nowhere. And there it is. What else we got up on the day? We got Zora up 17% on the day. Monad still making some gains, 33% on the day. Super up 18% on the day, and everything else, of course, just an average of about 2.5, 3.5. Wow, we're still moving, guys. We're still moving in the right direction. What's down the most on the week? We're here looking for like 1520s here on the weekly. We got Fast Token down 60%. If you guys still are a fan of this, maybe you want to pick some of this up. I don't know. It seems like a lot of these, privacy coins are starting to deflate right now. What else we have here? DCR's down 15%. ZBEX down about 20%. Damn near 20% on the month too. Still not huge enough to be DCAing a large amount, but it may be also leading into a reversal because we haven't lost too much over the last month or two. It's held up pretty strong. Monad, yep. Everything else, not saying anything really big on the week I really would DCA into. On the month, we're looking for 30s and 40s at least on the top 200. What we got here? We got Hex down 53%. We got Pulse Chain down 41%. Humanity Token down about 50%. Not a big fan of that project. Like ZBEC, like I mentioned, only down about 18 and then some change. Jido down 53%. That's been my top pick on the top 200 here for like weeks. Wormhole's down 34%. Another one of my big takers. I do like Wormhole at this price. FTT, my God, why is that thing still alive? Down 40%. It's of course the FTX token. Concordium's down 50%. Synetics is down 50%. Roughly those two projects. Radium down 32%. IMX down 41%. That might be a good one to sink your teeth into. Been a while since we mentioned IMX. Those are probably my top picks for some quick recovery to the upside. If we get this ball rolling in the right direction. Jasmine's down 30%. It's just barely at 30%. I do like Jasmine, but I hold a shit ton of it. So if you guys don't have enough, maybe you want to pick up some of that price. Pith is also down 33%. We did see it down near about 40% recently. XCN as well, 35%. So again, a choose your own adventure. There's a lot down, a similar amount with real utility coming soon for our space. My top pick today is still going to be Jido with maybe a sprinkle of Wormhole. Pith, XCN, or of course the other ones I mentioned, Jasmy, etc., etc. All right, guys. Of course, that's my 2 sats for the crypto bubbles. What's down the most today? Let's go.
I'd buy that for $1.
Not financial advice. Not financial advice. Let's go run through you guys in the chat real quick. Catch up with you guys, and then get back into some TradFi news and crypto news coming up here in about just 10 minutes. Cliff says 100% blame Pal and Cliff too. Bros got me twisted. I love, of course, Cliff, my robot friend in the chat. Yeah, last night was crazy, guys. We listened to Papa Pow. I like Pow. I got nothing against him. I've been watching him for 6 years. I think he's fine. I think he's done a good job for what he has on his plate. I just think that he could probably handle the optics a little bit better. Other than that, yeah, I got nothing against Pow. Papa Pow. I was saying all sorts of random stuff last night, like slap them all with a fish and do all this stuff, because I just was sitting there playing my Game Boy. Jeez. Oh, okay. Anyway, what else we got here? Good morning, Chaos. Good morning, Strawberry Dragon's our favorite flavor. Dragon, how's it going, Strawberry? We got Joy. Happy Joy. Yes, Max and Strawberry. Hi, Gamma. Everyone, of course, roll call. All right, guys, let's move on. See what else TradFi is talking about this morning. It's been an exciting day so far. Looks like Bloomberg's on break currently. CNBC, also on break, and Fox B, more than likely going to be on break. Everyone's on break. Or they're dead. Oh my God.
There's no comparison.
Okay, break. Everyone's on break. All right, with that being said, let's jump back into Fox B and see what's going on with their headlines. Billionaire tech family donates big money to Trump accounts for American kids. It's, of course, Michael Dell and his wife. So, again, we've been talking about that this morning. OpenAI, Sam Altman reportedly declares a code red to enhance ChatGPT. What would be really great is if Michael Dell actually donated money specifically to buy Bitcoin for those accounts, because he is a Bitcoiner. He's alluded to that over the years a few times. So if you guys don't remember the whole Cookie Monster Bitcoin pictures back and forth with Michael Dell. Anyway, okay. Some Social Security recipients will get more than one check this month. Costco files a federal lawsuit challenging the Trump's emergency tariff orders. OpenAI's Sam Altman reportedly declares a code red for enhanced ChatGPT. Here we go, guys. The AI wars will continue. I think it's already too late. Guys, we got these in toys. I don't know if you heard about some of these headlines on toys and AI with toys in it. Oh my gosh. It's crazy. Some of the headlines I've heard, toys telling kids to kill themselves, and sexually explicit content and everything else going on. It's kind of weird. Safety barriers break down during extended conversations with some of these toys. So the tested products marketing to children 3 to 12. Jesus. Including Kuma from a Follow Toy. That's one of the biggest ones that's been talked about, which operates on OpenAI's ChatGPT 4.0 by default. Miko 3, a tablet with a face mounted on the screen on a small torso. And Curio's Grok, an Anthropic rocket with a removable speaker, PIRG said. Toys provide dangerous instructions for child-friendly language. And of course, this stuff. Yeah, ridiculous. Why are we doing this? It's too early. It's way too early for kids and AI. What the hell, man? What were they thinking? So I keep hearing about some of these and some of the headlines. I just had to mention it to you guys because we cover, of course, the topic of the dystopian future, where, of course, AI and robots are coming to not only take your job if you're a lawyer, a driver, a telemarketer, a construction worker. Everything's coming, of course, for your job, but also your child's attention in all facets of life, including toys. All right. So again, I had to do this segment because it's been a while, and I love the dystopian future. I just don't like what we're going into right now. All right, let's get back to it, guys. My quick little derail for the moment. This morning. Okay. All right. What else we got here? Why a bargain camp stove is suddenly vanishing from Walmart shelves today. Can't afford to sell this stuff that cheap. Are you kidding me? Trump administration raises SNAP work age to 64. Wow. As overhaul target costs fraud. Okay. All right. So there's still going to be the war on SNAP that's coming. It's coming, guys. Oh, God.
Brand new work requirements for food stamp recipients, thanks to the big, beautiful law. Those kick in today and could save taxpayers billions. Fox Business's Darren Botello joins us now from Capitol Hill with more. Hey, Darren.
Hi, Dagan. So starting today, millions of food stamp recipients all across the country are going to have to work, volunteer, or participate in job training for at least 80 hours a month. Those are the new requirements. As you said, this is all under the one beautiful bill that was passed this past summer. And if you don't, you can only receive benefits for 3 months in a 3-year period. This applies to Americans 55 through 64 years old.
That's
you may
2
have
full
children
weeks.
14 to 18 years old. This also ends previous exemptions for many homeless people, veterans, and young adults aging out of foster care. Here's Snap by the numbers. 42 million Americans are on it, with a majority at or below the poverty line and in households that include children, seniors, or someone with a disability. Now, according to the Congress.
All right, I had to stop this real quick. My takeaway from this, just of course, looking into the dystopian future, guys, they can train you to do whatever they want you to do. If they're requiring you 80 hours a week of factory training, or maybe robot division training, or some kind of drone assistance, I mean, anything, of course, to push them. It's almost like an extended military. It's kind of weird. But yeah, this looks like it's going to happen. Oh, damn. That's crazy.
National Budget Office, the new requirements are expected to reduce the average monthly number of SNAP recipients by about 2.4 million people over the next decade. Here's Agriculture Secretary Brooke Rollins talking to Fox about allegations of SNAP fraud and even illegal immigrants using the program under the Biden administration.
We asked every state for the first time in history, and this was in February, to send us their data and let us, with Doge and a war room, actually start going through this data to better understand how this explosion of SNAP benefits happened under Joe Biden. We've studied about $100 billion in spend. We have found thousands and thousands of illegal use of the EBT card. We have been moving people off of SNAP. We've got almost 700,000 people, I think, we've moved off.
And if you're new to SNAP, the rules could start immediately or at your next recertification.
Damn! Oh, I take it back, guys. I'm not going to get food stamps now.
Are you stupid?
Ain't nobody got time for that. 80 hours, and of course, I am not a tool for them to use for their robots and, of course, everything else taking over. I'm telling you guys, they're gonna train you in, some sort of manufacturing job or something like that. It's gonna happen. They're definitely going to take advantage of that. All right, what else we got this morning? Right now, we got about 2 minutes until we check, of course, crypto news. We're going to rip that into that here in a second. Before I do, I'm going to do one more run through this. Looks like Mess says AI robotics are only things that can help the U.S. debt crisis. The only things that can help, because we're going to eliminate poverty. We're going to make every person is going to have a robot in their home. It's going to give them excellent health care. We're gonna eliminate poverty, guys. I can't. Oh, jeez, I love it, Elon. Pushing us into the dystopian future.
It's time for our weekly tech check. The Big Money Show is here to keep you ahead of the tech curve every Thursday. Elon Musk predicting
will make
a future
work
where
optional.
Work is optional and money doesn't matter.
It'll be like playing sports or a video game or something like that. If you want to work, in the same way, like you can go to the store and just buy some vegetables, or you could grow vegetables in your backyard. It's much harder to grow vegetables in your backyard, but some people still do it because they like growing vegetables. That will be what work is like, optional. If you go out long enough, assuming there's a continued improvement in AI and robotics, which seems likely, the money will stop being relevant at some point in the future.
All right, Charles, so your show is going to be called Growing Vegetables, not Making Money, because it'll be...
All right. So anyway, if you guys haven't seen that clip before, there it is. That was, of course, him and his conference with Jensen Huang last week. If you didn't catch that one, that was a good clip from it. All right. What else we got? Let's get back into TradFi. Let's see what's going on with Bloomberg. They're on break still. CNBC. CNBC? Guys, if you want to catch the news for free, go over to newslive.com. The business, CNBC, of course, NBC. I cover all these. I'll get them all for free. I don't pay for what I get for free, guys. You guys know me. It looks like everyone's on break right now. Let's take a look real quick at the order books for Bitcoin. Let's see how Bitcoin's holding up here. The live heat map brought to you for free by Kim of the White Snow Lion on YouTube. And damn, guys, looks like we're still coming up. Getting close to 90K this morning. Still hitting. We just hit our bull target now from last night. Baseline bull was, of course, met. And this morning, been an explosive recovery to the upside. We're up about... was it $4,000 from? Yeah, almost 3,300 from the lull of last night. All right. Let's get back into it. So it looks like Bitcoin right now holding 89 and some change. Climbing back to a 90K. It's still range bound between about was that 95? I'll zoom on in here and take a look. I can't see on my small screens. Guys, if you haven't already. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. I'm on break right now in Florida. Just decided to take a cheap flight when we had those, government shutdown, and the flights were like $50. Yeah, I of course got on a plane and visited my folks. I'm hanging out here until maybe the market either recovers or the snow stops up north, or the studio is. And again, I'm in a simulation right now, right? Simulation, but the studio's still alive behind me. All right. So yeah, we're looking at 95,000. Still range bound between 95K and 80. You could say maybe now we bounce hopefully out this 84.5, whatever this was last night or yesterday's price action, I guess yesterday. Looking like, of course, a inverted head and shoulders to the upside recovery. Hopefully we can get as high as was it 92.5? That's of course this area here. That's the next big leg up we have to retest after we knocked out all the longs from yesterday. So that's currently where we're at. We're range bound right now between 95K and about 82 and some change. Looks like there's still it's kind of equal. The bulls and the bears are kind of at equilibrium right now. Let me clear the board real quick. You can see here that we have almost as much on the upside as we have to the downside. So that, of course, right now we're just waiting for one big whale to jump on in and maybe take out this giant area here that we have. It's the only big area we have to fight at 95,000. If we go through 95,000, there's nothing else holding us back. We're going to probably continue our ascent up towards 100, 110,000 in quick moves to the upside. More than likely going to happen next week with, of course, the Fed going into their meeting, FOMC meeting on the 10th, guys, on the 10th, which is the day after I'm scheduled to take my flight back to Illinois for... Yeah, I haven't decided if I want to get on that plane yet. I probably don't want to, but I'm basing it on whether or not we can flip this into bull. I need to be back in my element at the studio if we do see like 110, 120 by the end of or by the beginning of next week. I'm definitely going to get on that plane. All right, just giving you a quick update on what's going on with me. We are $100 away from 90K right now as we speak. The complete opposite from yesterday. Again, guys, yin and yang, yin and yang. And it's playing out. It's playing out pretty damn good this morning. All right. What else we got going on as we watch Bitcoin climb back to $90,000? Let's take a look and see what's going on. Crypto news this morning. We are 3 minutes behind. 3 minutes behind, guys. I'm going to keep this on the side. We just broke 90K. We just did it, guys. Where's my horn? Damn it. Where is it? I guess I could just do confetti money. Confetti money. There we go. Silly paper nonsense. Just as good as confetti. All right. So 90,000 returned for Bitcoin this morning. Let's get back into some of the TradFi news, and we got to get back into crypto news, guys. We got to rip that Band-Aid off, get into it. What do we got? Just try to keep that on the side. All right, let's take a look at Cointelegraph this morning. Let's jump into there first. Let's see what's going on there. Poland's president vetoes strict crypto bill, says it threatens freedom of Poles. Okay. What else we got? Crypto gaming is going mainstream. A moment hinges on Clarity Act Web3 gamer. Ooh, let's see what's going on with this. We've been a while since we heard anything from Web3 space on gaming. Crypto gaming's mainstream moment hinges on Clarity Act. And Immutable founder says that crypto talks are already underway with multi-billion-dollar trading traditional gaming companies. Ronin Network to expand beyond gaming and other news. It's going to be huge for Avalanche and, of course, other crypto projects, gaming projects as well. Gaming giants to come out of the woodwork for crypto after Clarity Act. Crypto will start to become adopted by multi-billion-dollar gaming giants after the Clarity Act advances through the U.S. Congress. According to Robbie Ferguson, a founder of Immutable, I expect to see a lot of companies come out of the woodwork with ultimately programmable loyalty and incentive schemes that are far more efficient than whatever the existing system is using. Ferguson said during an interview on Trade Talks on Wednesday. 100% agree. It's going to completely change gaming as we know it. We already seen it. I've already played it. I've lived through it. If you guys haven't already picked up and played Off the Grid, if you're into those type of games, of course, Battle Royale, that's one of my favorite games out there, guys. I played it, and I have some free time. I haven't actually played it on my entire trip yet. But yeah, Off the Grid is, a third-person battle royale shooter. It's dystopian future, of course. Of course it is. Yes, you basically swap in and out robotic limbs, and you have, a lot of really cool abilities you can use to defeat your enemies. But the coolest thing about it is all of the loot boxes in the game are free. You get them on the battlefield. They're represented by NFTs. And then, of course, your items are all, of course, locked to each character, and you can trade them back and forth on the open market. I'm not sure if the open market has been listed yet, but the game's been out since last two Octobers ago, not last October, but the October. So it's already been out in the public for a year, and it's on major platforms, guys. You can play this on your Xbox, your PlayStation, and of course on PC via Epic Games, where it was originally launched, and Steam. So again, I do like games like Off the Grid. I think there's going to be a lot more of them out there once we do get the Clarity Act going. All right. So yeah, we're already in conversation with multi-billion-dollar public companies, and we're considering launching tokens as incentive for their end players. But what they need to complete the Clarity Act is certainty on how they can do that in a lawful way, says Ferguson. The Clarity Act aims to create a clearer, more defined regulatory framework for crypto industry, including a more straightforward understanding of oversight between the U.S. Commodities Futures Trading Commission and the U.S. Securities Exchange Commission, the SEC. Guys, we cannot have this ridiculous notion where we cannot be our own bag holders, and that we always have to have a third party, a custodian, a bank, and that's, of course, what one side believes should be the case, because, of course, they're in the pockets of the banks. All right, Immutable announced a partnership earlier this year with the global gaming giant Ubisoft, the company behind the Assassin's Creed and Far Cry franchises, to launch an original strategy card game, Might, Magic, and Fates. Of course, card games are like the perfect example of how NFTs are going to change the game for gaming. And I'm telling you, Reggie Fils-Aimé, I always go back to this. Reggie Fils-Aimé was the U.S. president of Nintendo back in the earlier years, back around the Wii. He flipped the entire stance of Nintendo gaming in America when the Wii was out. I think he was until about the Wii U, or maybe, yeah, I think he left around the Switches, beginning of the Switch, I forget. But anyway, he was saying, he was interviewed a few years ago, and I bring this one up because it's really applicable to what we're seeing nowadays, that Pokemon should be on the blockchain. He said those words specifically. It's going to be perfect for Pokemon because, of course, all the fake Pokemon that exist out there, and, of course, people could trade back and forth, and there wouldn't be copies and everything else illegitimate. So it's coming. Eventually, it's going to happen. We're going to get everything we know and love on the blockchain. That's what these tokens can do at the end of the day. These companies, and doing so, comports with the Clarity Act, he says. While Immutable expands the relationship with the traditional gaming industry, it also creates partnership with the major blockchain networks. In October, the gaming giant teamed up with Polygon Labs to launch a dedicated gaming hub. It's been forever since we talked about any of these assets as big gaming plays. Polygon was a huge one last cycle. Avalanche. I mean, there's so many tokens out there. Gala. No one talks about Gala anymore, but Gala is kind of the mobile hub, the mobile gaming hub for crypto. Illuvium founder, man, taking me back to the last cycle. Illuvium founder Kieran Warwick says that the Grid crypto game A good crypto game should be able to stand on its own without relying on a strong crypto market. Yes, you have to have the fundamentals down for a solid game before you can incorporate, of course, a crypto, swing to it or whatever. A successful game that properly obfuscates the crypto experience as the potential to generate insane revenues without needing to drop a liquidity from the crypto investors. Warwick said X post on November 24th. In the middle of a bear market, bull market, sideways market, none of that matters, he said, adding that the game, if the game is an alluring, this is an allure of the gaming investment. If you get it right and the timing is there, it can outperform your entire portfolio. However, Warwick warned that this principle does not apply to on-chain games and rely on crypto market liquidity for function, such as play-to-earn, risk-to-earn models. I mean, I don't know. We've seen the likes of Axie Infinity, which definitely required play-to-earn and risk-to-earn models, and they blew up like crazy last cycle. So they will inevitably have revenues to shrink in the tougher market. He said that adding that the holy grail is that a hybrid approach, and that being on the side focused on the crypto native assets and upside potential, and another that does not rely on the crypto markets at all. All right, so there's a lot of takeaways here from other gaming giants from yesteryears. All right, guys. All right, I think I already spoke enough about this, but gaming's coming back. According to a lot of these game founders, if the Clarity Act, of course, gets passed by the end of the year. That's pretty bullish, guys. That's pretty bullish. It's the first we've heard of something like that all year. All right, what else we got? CZ owned Trust Wallet, Bank of America backs 1 to 4% crypto allocation, opens door to Bitcoin ETFs. We can take a look at that. Damn, that's even an hour ago for Bank of America. Let me get back into the chat real quick, catch up with you guys, and we'll dive into the next article here. All right, what's going on here in the chat? Good morning. Yes, good morning, Braveheart McFreedom. How's it going? So visiting Florida until the northern snow melts or the Florida humidity gets too high. So April? I can't stay that long. That's insane. April? Guys, we got to be in Bitcoin 2026 by April. Come on. So get your tickets to Bitcoin 2026, guys, if you haven't already. It's going to be a great show. I can't wait. It's going to be my first time going. I've been planning to go now for the last 4 years, and every time I schedule a flight or put it on my calendar, I have to make some sort of change. Last year I had to move. Yeah, so yeah, ridiculous. I can't wait to see some of you guys there in Bitcoin 2026. Over in Vegas. Make sure again to get your tickets before it's too late. If I can even, there we go. Try to get to the main page real quick. Don't forget to get your tickets before it's too late, because of course they go up every single month, and you don't want to pay $500 at the gate to get in the door for Bitcoin Vegas 2026. All right, what else we got here? Cody Bakula says Trickle Up Tuesday. I do like Tuesdays a lot better than Mondays. Wednesdays are not bad as well. Thursdays can be good, and Fridays also, just like Mondays, suck. Traditionally, they suck. I think like one out of I don't know, maybe three out of 10 or even good Mondays or Fridays. Ask Raiders is very addicting. Arc Raiders, gotcha. It's a crypto game apparently from Dylan Crum. We can take a look at that real quick. There's nothing that can beat Off the Grid for me though, man. Nothing that can beat Off the Grid. Arc Raiders. It looks like a really cool game. Is that a crypto game? I don't think that's a crypto game, is it? Multiplayer extraction set in the lethal future Earth. Ooh, you got me there. All right, it's on Steam. Oh, it's not a crypto game. Oh, come on, Dylan. Come on. Come on. You got me, Dylan. I was excited. I was like, this is a crypto game? No. There's nothing better than Off the Grid in my opinion. All right, Jake the Snake says, but April is when the alt season starts. How can you be at the convention? What? What are you talking about, Jake? How do you know? How do you know?
What are you, stupid?
God. Jake the Snake, of course, in the chat, reminding me to chill every single day, and my floppy disk is... Yeah, I threw that somewhere yesterday. I still haven't figured it out where it went. I gotta clean this room up. Bitcoin 2026, April 2026. Yes, Cliff. Good morning, sunshine. The earth says hello, says Jake the Snake. I guess I should go outside this morning. Dylan Crumb says, yes, it's not a crypto game. I wish it was. I know because I was there. No, guys. Eventually, all these assets are going to get on the blockchain, and they're going to be on, of course, without the normies even knowing. Everything will be a crypto game in the future. In the future! We just got to get the Clarity Act passed, and a lot of these big developers are learning, or have already learned. Guys, Ubisoft last cycle was huge into NFTs. They already know. They already know the potential revenue for their projects on, of course, a crypto standard. Who else also had a big stake in it? Oh my god, guys, big companies like Square Enix, they had NFTs. Atari had NFTs last cycle, and Disney even had NFTs. So there's these companies know. Hot Wheels, all the toy divisions, Barbies, all that stuff. I still have some Hot Wheel NFTs somewhere. I don't know where the hell they are from last cycle. Yeah, all these companies already know. They're not stupid. There's going to be a lot of crypto revenue coming soon. All right. Let's get going, guys. Back into crypto news. I'm going to run through TradFi real quick because we did talk a lot. There could have been something breaking. Bitcoin's still sitting at 90,600 currently right now. And we're talking about right now, Eric Balchunas.
Value. Now, you get to these other coins, they start to resemble little tiny tech stocks from the 90s. We don't know what's going to happen. Solana, Ether. Then down the line, they're launching a Chainlink ETF today. The further you get away from Bitcoin, the less people will care. But I'm with you. The ETF industry puts a lot out there. It is kind of like a big tent, and there are risky products. So we would caution everybody just to make sure you know what you're buying. But to me, Bitcoin, spot Bitcoin is, I wouldn't call it like highly risky, but we would just, we dub it hot sauce.
Yep.
Anything that has this kind of volatility, just treat it like hot sauce. Don't allocate your whole portfolio to it. Just dabble in it a little bit, at least at first.
30 seconds left. Eric, what's the theme you guys are thinking about for 2026 in the ETF space?
I'm working on my outlook now, and I'm going to unveil the title for you, which is that ETFs live in the dream, but reality checks await.
Okay.
We think there'll be a few bumps in the road next year. This year was like almost perfect. Record flows, record launches, record volume. Next year, you could see a couple leverage ETFs blow up, could see the market shakier, could see some issues with the mutual fund share class having some tax contagion. We go over those in the note. But all told, ETFs are really hitting their prime. I don't see anything stopping that, but there'll be a couple issues next year, we think.
All right, Eric, thanks so much for joining us. Always appreciate getting some time from you. Eric Balchunas, Senior ETF Analyst at Bloomberg Intelligence. And folks, this is a brand new asset class for us on Global Wall Street over the last, 6, 7, 8 years. It seems to have just exploded onto Global Wall Street. And I can say, without a doubt, Eric Balchunas and his team provide some of the best investment research as it relates to ETFs anywhere. He's been doing it since the inception of ETFs here, more than kind of a decade ago at Bloomberg. And now he's bringing his research to Bloomberg Intelligence. So it's a good stuff. BI Go, type in, and then you type in.
So it looks like Eric Balchunas is expecting a rocky start into next year with the ETFs. Interesting. All right, let's keep doing some more doom scrolling, guys. Speaking of doom scrolling, we should probably jump over to Bank of America. Talk about this one. Bank of America backs 1 to 4% crypto allocation, opens door to Bitcoin ETFs. Bank of America, the wealthiest clients will gain access to Bitcoin ETFs, while its network of over 15,000 wealth advisors can recommend crypto exposure for the first time, Yahoo reported as of an hour ago. Breaking news. More big-name financial institutions open the door for Bitcoin exposure, signaling a growing institutional appetite for regulated digital asset products. Bank of America, the second largest U.S. bank, reportedly recommended a 1 to 4% cryptocurrency allocation to its wealthy management clients through the Merrill Bank of America private equity Merrill Edge platforms, according to the statement shared with Yahoo on Tuesday. For investors, the strong interest in thematic innovation and comfort with elevated volatility. Modest allocation of 1 to 4% in digital assets could be appropriate, says Chris Heisey, Chief Investment Officer at Bank of America's private bank, yada, yada, yada. All right. I guess pretty much all we need. And here we go again. Eric Balchunas, starting tomorrow, Vanguard will allow ETFs as well. Guys, if you haven't already heard about that, I've been sharing it from the rooftops over on X. I've been shouting it. They've been one of the first biggest ones that come out and say, we'll never do it. We'll never allow it. Yeah, for years saying this, even after the launch, reluctantly going back and saying to the likes of BlackRock and then Fidelity and everyone else who are, of course, already got into those ETFs at the beginning of last year. No, we'll never do it. We'll never do it. And of course, here we go, guys. We'll now allow the crypto ETFs on its platform at Vanguard. They have no choice. If they want to survive, they have to have a piece of the pie. And as that pie, of course, continues to get eaten, a lot of these companies are not going to have the, I guess, the luxury to be buying Bitcoin at $1 million Bitcoin, right? And just while we're talking about it, I'm going to show you guys where we're at currently with the Bitcoin on exchange. Is my favorite metric to share with you guys every single day, rain or shine, morning or night, I don't care. Still sitting at 2.1 million, the lowest amount we've ever seen on these exchanges. Make sure you have a piece of the pie, guys, before it's all gone. All right. I think it's enough of a rant on that. There. ridiculous, guys. They're coming. All right. Let's get back into crypto news real quick. Let me catch up in the chat. Bitcoin's still sitting around 90,400, 500 this morning. All right. Let's take a look at Daily HODL. Daily Coin. Let's go to Daily Coin. Okay. Vanguard also making their headlines here as well. Vanguard caves in, listing XRP and select other crypto ETFs as well. Damn. They're going XRP as well. We can't even get BlackRock to do XRP ETFs. They said they won't do it. Right, so it looks like it's all Vanguard this morning. BlackRock's 186 million Coinbase move shakes Bitcoin price. Yep, and that's what we're doing. That's old news though. That's what we did do. Okay, Swift's ISO 222. What do they have here? Glow up. Just put XRP on the rails. XRP's hookup with Swift is backed by a code. ISO 222, a relevant system update reveals a shocking link to XRP. Swift's technical specs hint a brewing XRP partnership. Again, Bitcoin's still trading around $2 this morning, maybe up a little bit now. But looking like they have a more hidden partnerships. Of course, they're not going to come out and tell you all their cards in their hand. Like every other company doesn't as well. The revamped banking system model pictures Swift and Ripple in one place, piquing the interest of market watchers awaiting the testing results. If these images are the real deal, it means that the integration wasn't just announced, it was already built in, remarked Ledgerman over on X. Oh boy. Here we go. These crazy people over on X. Here we go. Screenshots have emerged to appear to show XRP and Swift hanging out together inside the banking systems linked the ISO 222 upgrade. If these images are the real deal, it means this integration wasn't just announced, it was already built in for XRP.
Guys, last night on the show, Kirby's Live, we took a look at these screenshots that were crazy from Smoke, and I promised you a follow-up video. So check this. Now that ISO 222 is live and rolled out across the entire global banking system, we have proof that Ripple's no longer just waiting or no longer just building. Yeah, XRP and Swift are now showing up side by side inside code linked to the R3 banking ecosystem. Not rumors, not theories, real back-end banking architecture.
All right. And the last time I showed you guys this, the normie searches over on Google, XRP has been dying in terms of relevancy over on the searches. Look like they're coming up today, though, since Vanguard did announce that it is, of course, offering that to their clients. So that's interesting. We did get a little bit of a rise out of it today. But guys, this used to be like just underneath Bitcoin searches every single day. And of course, as of last week, it started to dwindle down. And I've been very, very adamant about showing you guys this. Look at this. Crazy. Almost getting the same exposure as Ethereum. Of course, Solana and Doge at the very bottom of this list here. These are the ones I, of course, look at interest over time. And you can, if I go back to the year, you can see it was huge interest with retail looking up XRP every single day because normies love XRP. And it's all basically died down now at the end of this year. Most likely because the normies, of course, are selling off maybe some of their positions to buy some toys for their kids, turkeys, and everything else for the holiday season. So again, I keep an eye on this because I do feel the retail is dead. It's not coming back into crypto. Hasn't come back into crypto. We'll have to wait for maybe the $2,000 checks will get normies back into crypto in a major way. All right, moving on. So that's what's going on with XRP. Speaking of XRP, let's go see what's going on with price action here. We did just break back into $3 trillion market cap. Let's go. Let's go.
So much you.
Oh damn, look at this. Look at this. We've got $3 trillion market cap back on the board. Number one, of course, Bitcoin sitting at 1.8 trillion. So we're not quite back at $2 trillion market cap yet. We'll get there. We'll get there soon. Ethereum sitting at just barely getting back to $3,000. Any other big moves or shakers here? Looks like Cardano's still holding number 10, Doge is number 9. Nothing's really changed. XRP still sitting around $2 and some change. It did have a 10-cent recovery from last night, which is, I guess, good for the asset. And sitting at $129 billion market cap. Still underneath, quite a bit underneath some of the highs from XRP's market cap this year, even after the ETF launch. Let's see what else is going on here. Top 20 assets here. Avalanche swinging back up to 21. Sui still flipping die today. That's good. Back into 22. And everything else still pretty much in the same spots they were yesterday with, Hyperliquid at 11. I still can't believe Chainlink's not in the top 10. It's crazy, weird world we live in with a $13 Chainlink. And what else we got? Litecoin still holding on the edge here on top 18. Again, up 2 points or 2 positions from a few weeks ago where it was holding on the edge here at top 20. With Zcash now falling down to top 20. Guys, Zcash was all the way up here, getting closer to the top 10. And it's mighty have fallen. The mighty have fallen. All right. Let's get back to it, guys. TradFi. All right, what do we got? Online sales soars, bargains draw shoppers. Yeah, so these numbers are definitely not taking into consideration inflation. They're not in real inflation, true inflation, which is probably like since last year 15%. Not this silly 2-3% nonsense. Yeah, no. Every shopper knows. There's no way. But they're definitely making these bigger numbers appear like a good thing either way. So I'm not going to dive into that. I'm just going to feel some sort of way out. Let's get back over to CNBC. What are they covering? Bullish on CEO and Bitcoin volatility.
This DeFi protocol based on Ethereum triggering the big sell-off on a hack. Basically, that this is still happening, and that these companies are still getting hacked, whether it's by foreign actors or foreign companies, and it does make you wonder if the infrastructure is in place safely to own these cryptos.
Yeah, I personally, Sarah, going back to 2021, 2022, I had some tough internal monologues about my career choice with hacks and with frauds but I can tell you that number has declined dramatically. And we kind of woke up about 6 months ago and we said, geez, this now feels like an institutional asset class where by and large the centralized exchanges are trustworthy. The custodians absolutely are trustworthy. There's fewer and fewer major hacks because these are now battle hardened rails. And we're going to see major financial asset classes move onto publicly available blockchain and related technology over the years ahead. There's no question there are still hacks, and I'm not minimizing the impact of that. It's scary stuff. I think it's the number one risk for any crypto company, and if it's not, they probably shouldn't be the manager of a crypto company. But the numbers have declined dramatically.
Do you care if Michael Saylor has to sell some of his crypto holdings? Because that was the other thing out there, right? That Strategy put out an update that, they're doing this $1.4 billion reserve to fund future dividend and interest rate payments, that their earnings are going to be less. And now there's worries that he might have to sell something that he doesn't usually do.
Yeah, look, the digital asset treasury business model was a bit of a boom bust. And what MicroStrategy did was very impressive. This was well before the BlackRock ETF made it easy for people to invest in Bitcoin, people who otherwise didn't want to buy and hold their own Bitcoin. And so the MicroStrategy business model made a lot of sense in that context. Did we need 50 companies that were engaging in this digital asset treasury strategy? No, I don't think so. And so when we talk about digital asset treasury companies pulling back from the price discovery mechanism of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, because we've seen them across several, I actually think it's a good thing I'm not saying it's not going to bring volatility or short-term price decreases, but in the long run, this idea of a business model of, hey, I'm going to go buy some Bitcoin or Solana or Ethereum, and I'm going to own 100 of those, and I want the public market to value me at 150. It just doesn't make a lot of intuitive sense to me. So I'm okay with them receding from that sort of incremental price setter role that they play in the market.
Well, then, Tom, it seems as if what you have to do then is find a different clearing price for the existing and new Bitcoin that's coming around when you have kind of slow-moving institutional money, as you mentioned, the ETFs. It's kind of, reached a stage of maturity, which also costs it maybe some excitement. In the absence of momentum-driven or leveraged-backed buyers to soak up the supply. And of course, you've seen some stuff with these long-time holders in these older wallets that have been sellers into this move. That I just wonder how you think about, what this is building toward. Ultimately, does it land in a boring place?
Yeah, I agree with everything you said, Mike, and it may well be more boring than it's been in the past, but steady and up to the right. Like we went on our roadshow for Bullish, and we told our investors, if you're just looking for a quick hit here, we're not the right guys. We're building an institutionally targeted, compliant, adult infrastructure business for 20 years. And so we're okay with that kind of slower maturation of crypto. But I absolutely agree with you that we're going to have to find others to step into the breach that are long-term buyers and holders. The good news is, like this morning I woke up, the first call I had was around the hires that my colleagues want to do at Bullish. And it was, we need more people to onboard customers because our pipeline's never been so full. We need more salespeople because there's never been so many customers calling us about getting into the business. Vanguard, as you said in the lead into this segment, Vanguard for the very first time is enabling their 50 million customers to buy into crypto. I've met the CEOs of major global banks over the last month. 3 in particular, who are talking about their plans for crypto. So it's coming. It's going to take time. Institutions don't just wake up and say, like Charles Schwab put out an announcement, they're going to get into crypto. They don't just wake up on a Monday and say, hey, we're going to get into crypto. On Tuesday, they're into the crypto business. They do it the right way. They do it with the right custodians. They do it with the right protections in place for their customers. So it's coming, but it may take a while.
Tom, it's a great look at the long-term picture, and you're right. There's a lot of work gets done before the press release gets written. To your point, have fun in D.C. Keep us posted.
Yeah, I'll keep you posted. The market structure bill, I'm confident that it will happen in the beginning of next year. Just like I mentioned to the audience last time I was with you. I'll know more tomorrow, but I do think that would be a really nice boon for the industry to have much more regulatory clarity.
Do you think it's priced in already?
I think it's priced in with some probability. If you go on look on the prediction markets, there's definitely some skepticism it gets done at all. And Sarah, there's still some stuff to be sorted here in the market structure bill. Exactly what will the conditions be around DeFi, the protections around DeFi, the law around DeFi. What about stable coins and the ability for intermediaries to be able to pay yield? There's several things still being hashed out, and as we all know, we have a midterm halfway through next year. So this is not a promise. That's why I went fingers crossed for the audience. It's not a promise. This bill is going to get done. But the good news is I've met now with 6 Democratic senators. So as opposed to Republican senators, people may think of this as, this is a Republican initiative because they control both houses of Congress. No, the Democrats very much want to see a bill here as well. And I'm going down to meet several more today and tomorrow. And so it feels good in the sense that it's bipartisan, but there's a lot going on in D.C. and a lot of jockeying in advance of the midterm, so it's not a sure thing.
Yeah, Bowman's comments as well as multiple agencies that work on this. Tom, thanks. Talk soon. Tom Farley.
Hey, guys.
I just wish they could kick the bank, lobbyists out of the equation, and then we'd had this damn thing already passed already. All right, let's go back and forth, guys. This is crazy. We're getting so much crypto news today, straight from the horse's mouth on the TradFi news outlets. Insane. Let's get back into how about some doom scrolling? I want to do one more run through TradFi. Just keep hitting all these bangers. Wow. Walmart earnings. Okay, screw them. They're a tech company now, guys. What the hell?
What are you, stupid?
I don't know, man. That's what they want. That's what they're saying. We got former Honduran president released. Okay, that's coming from Fox B. And what else we got? Any new headlines here? Apartment rent drops further with vacancies at record high. Record high. All right. No good for people are living in cars now. So you can see all the trends right now on these cars. It's crazy. People living out of mobile homes. All right, let's see what else is going on. Let's do some doom scrolling. I think it's a good time to do some doom scrolling over on X. Guys, if you haven't already, please don't forget to like and subscribe down below. We, of course, keep you up to date with all the crypto happenings on the live, man. We're doing this on the live. Just trying to dig up all of the latest and greatest crypto content as it comes out. I don't like missing. I don't like being late to the party. Bitcoin right now sitting at 90,000 flat. Retesting 90,000 flat. Hopefully flipping out to support this morning. Let's see what else we got. A lot of positive news. We also got Jake the Snake coming in with a $2 super chat. 199 pennies coming in hot from Jake the Snake. Yes. With some Monty Python. I love it.
Yes, get on with it!
Get on with it!
I'm enjoying this scene.
Get on with it!
Get on with it! I love it. Thanks for that one, Jake the Snake. Oh, hail the King of Ohio! Jake the Snake.
Hail the King of Ohio! Jake the Snake, the keeper of wrenches, the painter of lead pipes, the igniter of dumpster fires.
Thanks again, Jake. Thanks again. All right, let's get back to it. Where are we at? Just catching up in the chat with you guys. Me to the bull run. Yes. Get on with it. Rent is paid. Let's freaking go. Republic build back better over time. Yeah, I hope so. Hopefully start going up, man. I'd like to pay my rent into January now. That'd be nice. All right, thinking of getting it, says bag holders, Arc Raiders. I heard it was free. It's not a crypto game though. So it's not for me. Jake the Snake says, okay, Nebs, but you have to let your sister play with you. Gamma takes her taxes in a little more ways than one. Oh, damn. Flips a bird to big banks and their suppression. Yes, Braveheart, 100%. Screw all that. Yeah. Burn it.
Satoshi started a fire in cyberspace.
We don't need this paper money shit.
Take your fiat currency and feed the fire.
Thank you, Sailor. All right, what else we got here? Braveheart and Freedom says, yes, she's yo pimp. That's one way to spell it. Somebody got to protect yo saggy mean streets. Oh my God, yes. Oh my God, Braveheart, Big Freedom. That's insane. All right, guys. Okay, let's get back over on X and see what else is going on the live. Unfiltered, unvetted, doom scrolling. Let's see how we're doing today. I think we pretty much covered all the major ones. So, like this one here. Bank of America, of course, now recommends up to 4%. Again, they're not telling you. They're just skewing this a little bit. 1 to 4% of Bitcoin allocation to a wealth management clients, of course, there. Back to work, Sailor. Back to work. It's Sailor just pushing this one out an hour ago. That's a cute one there. All right, what else we got? Tom Lee saying a steady flow of elite and venerable Wall Street firms entering crypto in size. Thomas Lee, this is his official account, saying, basically saying, Vanguard's in. It is time to get it, man. It's time to get it. Let's get on in. And of course, Tom Lee, if you didn't catch last night's live stream, still very, very bullish on crypto. Still saying that we're going to probably see another all-time high, regardless of what it is by the end of the year. Right. So what else we got here? Elon Musk sharing, is that a comment? Oh boy. Oh no, it's probably another SpaceX launch. Okay. 2 of them? Robots? Probably 2 successful launches and landings. All right, I don't know. Just in, Federal Reserve officially ends quantitative tightening. That was as of yesterday, guys. We went into quantitative easing on December 1st. Now it's the 2nd. Bank of America. Fed just pumped in $13.5 billion into the U.S. banking system overnight through repos, the second largest liquidity injection ever, just behind COVID. Send it. More money printing. This is one of my favorite songs. I think it is. Yep, love it. Breaking, yes, Fed confirms quantitative tightening is over. All right, Bank of America, quantitative tightening over. Pretty much all of the the hype right now is real over on X. Just in, Bitcoin Treasury Company strategy, MicroStrategy daily trading volume is now higher than the financial giant of JP Morgan. What? That is stupid.
The point is, if you have the superior asset,
Damn.
it's going up forever, Laura. Forever.
Right.
Take that if true. If true. This is BitcoinTreasuries.net, so I kind of believe them. But man, their website's so delayed when it comes to their data. What else we have here? China just dropped in a real T800, not CGI, not a prototype, a true Terminator. Yeah, that looks like CGI. It looks like AI. I don't know. Robots are coming. The robots are coming. Just in, the White House has confirmed Trump accounts aim to give the next generation of Americans a jump start on savings. Full with details, of course, expected tomorrow. Will accounts include stocks, or could crypto also be part of the plan? Man, that would be insane. I just said it earlier. Michael Dale is very, very pro Bitcoin behind the scenes. He's, of course, gave us that sort of incentive to believe so. And he just donated, I don't know, a few $1 billion for this. Are we going to get this I loaded up with crypto? We're going to get some Bitcoin in here? That's my take on it anyway. All right, we've been talking about this, of course, these Trump accounts since the summer. 17-year-old just built a mind-controlled prosthetic arm for $300. Yes, $300 for something that usually costs $450,000. Let that hit you, of course. Yeah, this is ridiculous, guys. This is ridiculous. Is that made out of wood, too? Kind of a
could
premium
potentially allow the interpretation of frontal lobe brainwave activity. And so I conducted this IRB-approved study to collect thousands of brainwave data points from a diverse group of human subjects. And by using this acquired data to train a complex artificial intelligence-based mind-reading algorithm, I was able to discern bona fide user thoughts from scalp electrical activity. And so my final algorithm involves over 23,000 lines of handwritten code and over 900 pages of calculus-intensive math. No existing system has been able to achieve the accuracy that my system has. And so,
damn, that's cool. That's cool. All right. So, guys, we should be having these things made a lot cheaper. What about pricing? Who gets access to the life-changing technology? It's all, of course, a scam. What else we have here? All AI, all real footage, no CGI, no AI, no video speed up. Of course, this is still same video. Robots are coming. The robots are coming. There's so many robots coming. It is ridiculous. I can't keep up with them anymore. There's too many damn companies. There's like 100 companies in China manufacturing these robots now. SEC Chair Atkins says the crypto innovation exemptions are coming in January. Hopefully. That would be insane, guys. Can you imagine? We get tax exemptions for American-made crypto projects in the States. Of course, Bitcoin being a huge one of them. The state of Ohio, the great state of Ohio, already has, of course, no tax on Bitcoin purchases of $500 or less. Young man in Chengdu, China, and the technology has made the flying swords in real life. Oh boy, it's scary stuff. Yep. Of course, we've been talking about they've been making these drones for a while over there. Some of the students in America have been doing that too, just for fun. Vanguard now lists, of course, Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and Solana ETFs. Talk about that. I didn't know they had a Solana ETF too. Damn, Vanguard's definitely kicking. They definitely did some good changes for their executives. Now looking at offering these products. JP Morgan accused of participating in market manipulation. What else is new? They've been doing this for years. How many times do I gotta tell you about the gold thing, right? JP Morgan sells shares of MicroStrategy, increases margin requirement for 50 to 95%, pushes Strategy's exclusion for the MSCI index, who has a history of manipulating Bitcoin price, calls for lower price, waits for a 35% drawdown. Of course, continues to do all the things. We've been talking about this for a few weeks now. I think it's been 2 weeks now. Yeah, this entire thing's been playing out. All right, what else is new? When will the Tesla resume accepting Bitcoin payments again? Yeah, good question to Elon Musk, since his original, I guess, pullback on accepting Bitcoin payments and crypto payments was that it needed to be at least 50%, renewable energy. 50% has to be, energy compliant, and it's been more than that now for like the last 2 or 3 years, reportedly when the ETFs went live back in January of last year. Brian Armstrong, I got to see the issues of money firsthand from being an early employee at Airbnb. Trying to move money around to 100 plus countries wouldn't work properly. It wasn't still very slow. constant delays, high fees, and only works in certain countries. Crypto, of course, fixes this. But of course, coming out there with the crypto solution from Brian Armstrong on Airbnb. What else we got? Black Friday random robot warehouses. Oh my god. This is crazy. Wow. I wonder how many packages just fly off those little things. Or they don't run into each other though. They're pretty coordinated. That's crazy. So many robots. Again, Amazon particularly just issued their millionth robot over the summer. Don't forget, guys, we already have 1 million robots being utilized by Amazon as of this year. SEC tracking says Bitcoin and crypto market structure bill and crypto innovation exemptions are coming soon. Regulatory clarity is here. Let's take a look at this clip.
We're working with Congress and we're providing what we call technical assistance.
If I can hear the damn thing. Where's the volume? Is all the way up. My God.
To them regarding legislation to make sure that they're staying on what makes sense and that meshes with other laws and whatnot. And we'll see. I can't prognosticate that, but we have enough authority to drive forward. I'm looking forward to having an innovation exemption that we've been talking about now. We'll be able to get that out in a month or so is what I'm hoping. We were impeded a bit by the government shutdown. Obviously, we couldn't work on things during that time, but we're on track and we will be able to forge forward with the crypto area and make sure that we are able to embrace this new area of innovation that for too long the United States basically is just pushed back against. And
Nice. Basically, having some positive statements against 2.0 and, of course, where we're headed in the future with innovative exemptions, which sounds like, we're going to get some tax tax exemptions for assets that are going to be, of course, very important to America's future. That's what it, of course, sounds like coming from SEC Chair Atkins. I think he said within the next month or so. So maybe by the end of the year, if we're lucky. All right, SEC to review tokenization rules with Coinbase, BlackRock, Digital, and Robinhood joining the discussion is happening. This is happening, I think, on the 4th. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's what we're referring to there. And guys, we've been covering, of course, what our narrative list has been. The 4th, the SEC is going to host a meeting with regulatory corporate governance, tokenized securities, and of course it's going to be virtual, but we'll have access to the full event, which will be streaming from the SEC's website on the 4th. That's going to be happening on Thursday, guys. Thursday. So I'm excited to bring that to you guys if it fits in our schedule. All right. The buy button is now live for Vanguard's Bitcoin ETFs. Damn, it is actually live. Live. It's not just an announcement. You can buy it today. Awesome. Saylor destroys all critics with his USD cash reserve strategy update to yesterday. Yesterday. Michael Saylor just broke brains of every critic who had spent 5 years predicting strategies collapse. The $1.4 billion cash reserve announcement completely destroys the Luna 2.0 narrative and exposes how unserious the crypto commentariat really is. Strategy holds 650,000 Bitcoin, enough cash to run the company for nearly 2 years with 0 Bitcoin selling. And again, guys, their average right now, for them to actually, they have to basically sink down to operating costs on Bitcoin mining, which is about 71,000, for them to really take a really bad hit. And I've been saying that very, 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 very adamantly for the past 2 years. I've been doing this on YouTube. It's not going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen unless we have massive manipulation or a black swan event like World War III. Insolvency claims get vaporized. SB5 Global got addressed directly. Market access concerns got resolved in real time. Critics are now scrambling to pretend they understand any of this. Yes, 100%. All right. Saylor wins again. He strikes again. Opinion: Bitcoin isn't just better than fiat money. It's the only honest currency left. It's the only real money we've ever created. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, please do your research. Guys, there's only 21 million Bitcoin. We don't have anything else in the world that's ever had true scarcity. Ever. Except for You don't know. I mean, you could literally just reprint anything. When it comes to collectibles, so there's not true scarcity there. We always come back and forth. How many times have He-Man been re-released on the store shelves? I mean, come on. The Fed just injected $13.5 billion into the banking system via overnight repos. The second largest liquidity boost since COVID, of course. I think we're already running into a lot of these. The hype is definitely real over on X right now. And Bitcoin's sitting at 90,800, currently retesting 91K. All right, guys, I think we're all caught up. I'm going to do one more run through TradFi, catch up with you guys in the chat, and head out for the day. I'm going to go do another run.
Investment
Let's
research.
see what we got. Paul Sweeney.
Ethan Ranganathan, U.S. media analyst for Bloomberg Intelligence, joining us in Princeton. And again, the debt side is a big issue for Comcast and some of these players. Stephen Flynn, who covers the credit side of the TMT space, he's got some great research.
Come on. Everyone just deleveraged. Come on. Did they not deleverage?
Levering up to buy Warner Brothers Discovery. Again, an enterprise value of Warner Brothers Discovery today around $90 billion with a B. This is Bloomberg.
Yeah, I heard this morning that Netflix actually has a cash offer now to buy, Warner Brothers. All right, let's see what's going on. CNBC, anything else here? Cyber threats, AI cyber threats in 26.
With an AI-driven attack, and there was a bug in it, and it didn't work. So it's very interesting, and we have seen financial motivated actors like Xantrox, for example, that the whole attack lifecycle is fully AI. Even the ransom call that they call to the company to make them pay the ransom.
Yeah, it was really cool. That last organized AI attack was actually done simultaneously through automated AI agents. All right, moving on. Fox B, what else we got here? Market check, the market check.
Is up nearly 200. The Nasdaq's up more than 200. The S&P is up 32 points. Solid gains all round. As for big tech, well, let's have a look at that. Solid gains, pretty much. Nvidia is top of the list. It's now at a 184. Apple, Microsoft, Alphabet, Amazon, they're all up today. Have a look at the Dow Jones Industrial Average winners among the 30 stocks. These are the winners. Boeing, Nvidia, Salesforce, Goldman, United Health. Then the S&P 500, the winners there, top of that list. Boeing. Then there's Intel, Aplovin, Teradyne, Dell.
There's Dell.
NASDAQ winners. Topping that list, we have Intel, Aplovin, Strategy, Shopify, NXP Semiconductor.
Strategy!
The yield on the 10-year
They didn't even mention
has
it.
been going up. It's now at 410. The price of gold moderating a little, not a little, quite a lot. $4,217 an ounce. It's down $57. As for Bitcoin, that's now reached $90,000, $90,700. The price of oil below $60 a barrel. Yeah, $59.21. Nat gas. We're looking at, okay, that's a USD per Bitcoin. I don't know what that was. Bitcoin. Okay.
Let's go back and, talk about Bitcoin again.
Timed out there. Brian Kilmeade joins us. Kilmeade, the Treasury Department is investigating whether Minnesota's welfare money went to the Somali terror group Al-Shabaab.
All right. I think that's it pretty much for the TradFi this morning, guys. Not too bad. Bitcoin now back at 91,000. It's a good day so far. A good day. All right, guys. All right. So with that being said, let's end on a good note. Bitcoin touching the top of our bull target from last night for the foreign market. Are we going to hit our Super Bowl target tonight? That would be amazing. Oh, my God, guys. Winning duh.
So much.
This will be the fourth time, I believe, if it does hit the actual Super Bowl target. Again, never ask for it, never demand it. Of course, when I do Crypto Chaos Magic, I've been on hiatus doing that here recently on the channel. But I did prove something, and you guys said it in the chat. The chaos lives inside of me. Yes, it does. Spencer coming in saying Bitcoin going to 103.
So much.
Oh, geez. 103. Always will be 103. I know, Spence. I know. Are we going to have you on the 20th or not? Let me know. Everyone's preparing for it, man. I gotta get the questions, the Q&A going for you. We already going to have an hour dedicated just for Mount Gox, our rant. So.
What are you, stupid?
Yes, Ben. Planning on it. Awesome. Nice, Spence. Nice. Happy to hear it. Guys, we're going to have the old men bickering back and forth. It's going to be great on the 20th of December. I don't even know what day that is. What day is that? 20th of December is on a Saturday. Damn, we're going to have a Saturday special for you guys. Let's go. Let's do it. That's going to be a pop-up crazy live stream. Love it. All right, guys. So yeah, Bitcoin hanging out right around 90,900. I'm gonna head out. Have a great day, guys. Stay safe. Don't do anything stupid. If Wei Wu pops up in the feed, then we got 130,000 this year. I had Wei Wu pop up last night while I was drunk, so I don't know, man. Maybe we are going to 130. The likes of Tom Lee, if you didn't catch last night's live stream, that was something else. Tom Lee, of course, calling for a new all-time high no matter what, even towards the end of the year, still telling everyone he's bullish on crypto. All right, guys, have a good one. I will see you tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, for, of course, the market open for the foreign markets. Have a good one. I'll see you soon. Soon! How soon? Well, pretty soon.
When will then
a few
be
hours.
now? Soon.
Later.
Fly me to the moon, let me trade among the stars. Let me see what freedom's like without money and gold bars. In other words, hold my king. Oh! In other words, let's make history. Oh! Fill my world with more songs and let me huddle forever more and more and more and more and more. Island door, Hollywood shopping door. In other words, I choose you. In other words, I love you.
Have a good one, guys. Have a good one. Oh man, it's a great day. It's a great day. Saturday special is on the 20th of December. That's right, Cliff. We're gonna have the old men bickering back and forth. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be awesome. I can't wait to do it. Have a great day, everyone. Yes, happy, joy. Yes. Dang, you guys are wrapping up. Yes, we are. Ben, good morning, crazies. Good morning, Ben. We miss you, my man. Are you up for tonight's Tinfoil Hat Tuesday? Let me know before we head out. If I can get your yay or nay on that for tonight, definitely have time for you if you want to do it. Maybe you and Gigi going back and forth in that. I do see a good episode coming out of that if you want to do it for tonight's Tinfoil Hat Tuesday. And just let me know over on Discord if you are up for that. Again, guys, if you haven't already hit the Discord, don't forget to jump on the Discord. The link's in the description down below. Having a good time over there after, of course, the chaos will continue over on Discord. I did send you a link over, a message over on Discord, Ben. So if you want to continue that over there, we can. Have a good one, guys, and I will see you in the PM. I'll see you in the PM. Over on, of course, the other side. Have a good one, guys. Later. Peace.